Can you hear me?
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?
Yeah, the connection's a little spotty though.
It's spotty?
Eh.
Okay. How bad is it? Let me see here. Hold on one second.
Yeah, it's not super
How about
good.
now? Still bad?
I can hear you though.
Okay, this is why, because whenever I do this in my house, it's bad. So I go to my car
Actually, I
sometimes because
can't even
normally
see
it's
you. I can
better.
hear
So
you.
it's not very good right now. Okay, okay. Can you guys hear me out there, or can you guys see me out there?
I can't see you.
Okay, they could see me. You can't
The
see
the
me though.
quality is fine.
How do I sound?
Can you see me? All right, let's just roll with
Okay.
it. How's that sound?
All right. I can see you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, that's cool. That's cool, man. So, all right, let me start off. So just want to kind of introduce myself. Everyone, my name is Brian Harrington. I want to welcome you to Pitch Investors Live. You may or may not know, I have taken thousands and thousands of pitches throughout my career for both investment opportunities, product opportunities, partnership opportunities. And through this amazing platform on Pitch Investors Live, which is now available for download on iOS, I am being pitched right now on my mobile device. I'm sitting in my car right here. So this app is available for anyone, anywhere. Anyone could pitch anyone, anytime from a mobile device throughout the entire world. So what are you waiting for, guys? Download the app and see us here on the Future of Opportunity on Pitch Investors Live. So Jordan, tell me a little bit about
Yeah, man.
yourself and your
Hey, so
company, and
I have
I'd love
a
to hear
script
your
here.
story.
I'm going to talk for about 12 to 14 minutes. If you have any questions, just jump in. I'd be happy to answer them. But let me start off with number one. What am I trying to accomplish here?
Cool.
What I'm looking for, Brian, is I need a strategic partner, and I need funding. I need resources, man. I need that. I need human capital, and I need financial capital to take this to where I'm trying to go. Your dad talks about building that dream team quite a bit, and that's really what I'm trying to do, man. Trying to build that dream team. So let me get into the product now. And start with the problem. The shot glass, it needs an innovative upgrade. And when I tell people that I've invented a shot glass, they always look at me like, well, what can you do to a shot glass? And if you think outside the box, your answer is right here. So number one, a shot glass, it needs that wow factor. And this shot glass does have that wow factor, but it also needs to satisfy needs. You know, people have needs. The consumers have needs. A bartender, a server has needs, and a bar owner has needs. So it needs to hit all those. And I've narrowed it down to 3 criteria. Number one, it has to be cheap. Number two, it has to function. And number 3, it has to taste good. Those are the 3 main criteria right there. And so the bomb shots were very popular in the 2000s. I've done a ton of research on this, and there's an argument to say that they're not as popular right now, but you have to ask yourself why. You always have to ask why. Is it truly a culture shift, or is it because there's just no new way to do it? And what I found is that there's just no new way to do it. So let me just show you, let me explain how it works. So you put your chaser here, and you put your shot here. And I have one locked and loaded. I'm gonna demonstrate this live. A little shaky, but just bear with me. So
So
yep,
real quick, the chaser is in the main compartment, the bigger compartment right there, right? And then the alcohol is in the
exactly. Yep. It's interesting how it works, but let me
that
show
right
you
there,
real
right?
quick. So you just drink
Okay.
from this side, just like that. So there's actually some psychology behind it, but that's a whole nother conversation. We're not going to get into it. But so dual chamber shot glasses, they're not new. There's been plenty of other ones out there, but really the only truly successful one has been this one right here. And it comes down to cost, functionality, and taste. So this cup right here, this cup, it could be made very cheap. It functions well. It works in the establishments. And the taste beats any cup out there. It truly does. So I'm going to just touch on some brief market research. So right now, there's about 40 to 50 million bomb cups on the market right now. And when it was popular, there was about 200 million cups on the market every year. I know this because I've actually called and talked to the inventor of this cup. We talked for almost 2 hours. He gave me a ton of awesome information. We didn't talk about revenue, but I have this database, and as long as those numbers are accurate, they're pretty cool. So it was a 7-figure business pretty quickly, and then it capped at about 4 million in revenue per year. All of a sudden in 2012, it spiked to about 16 to 20 million in revenue every year. And you have to, again, ask yourself, why? Cost, dude. Cost is key. Cost. So I'm going to just touch on some of my numbers, and you got to keep in mind, I have no experience doing this, and I just went for it, dude. I jumped. I just did it. So I've sold so far about 1,800 packs, a little over 1,800 packages of 20. I have a pack right here. And on 700 orders, it's interesting because I have almost $150,000 worth of like abandoned carts, which you're not going to get them all. You're always going to have abandoned carts. But again, you ask yourself, why did that happen? And price is one, but international shipping. I have just as many international customers as I do here domestically. It's pretty cool, man. So I online.
And what do you sell that for?
For $15, free shipping. And then if you order 100 or order 500, the cost goes down a little bit. So, so right now, like my cost on short, like small production runs, I have the cost right now at $2.60 per package. And I've analyzed just about everything. I can get the cost down to 9.5 cents per cup. And that's made here in the USA. Of course, I've looked into China. In fact, these were made in China, by the way. But ideally, for this to be like hugely successful, I need to sell these for about 5 to 7 cents a piece, and I need to throw a logo on it, and I need to sell them for about 8 to 10, maybe even 12 cents per cup. That is where it's at. And again,
and how much is it per cup right now, without me having to do the math? What are you selling it per cup? Right. Well, what's
about
that,
75
what does that come out to?
Yep.
75 cents a cup. Okay. And you want to bring that down to 12 cents.
I'll get into it here in a second. So.
And let me ask you real quick, like a solo cup, for example, what does that sell for per cup?
Like usually? It's in the 3 to 5 cent range, a solo cup. Yep. Bar owners right now, you could buy these, you know, with shipping, because it adds to the cost. You can buy these for about 10 to 15 cents a cup. Look on Amazon; it's all over the place, you know. And there's a way to do that with this. I just can't do it right now, but I need some help. So, like I said, in order for this to be successful, you need to get into the bars. I'm not trying to be negative, but bar owners, they can be cheap, not in a bad way. But the trick is to get it into the bars for free. How do you do that? You sell these to the liquor brands and energy drink companies, and that's how you get into the bars for free. So ultimately, the right way to do this is I need to manufacture these in-house. I need a manufacturing facility. What's cool is that I'm an operations guy. I'm studying the supply chain at UW-Madison right now. I know operations. I have manufacturing experience. I need a team. I need the funding to do it, because it's possible to do it. So next, I want to transition into a couple testimonials. And I'm gonna start with this one because you'll understand it. But this bar that's not too far away here in Wisconsin, they found me online, by the way. I went in one day to ask them, get some feedback, and I happened to run into their liquor distributor. And I asked him, dude, give me some metrics. What have you seen? And he told me, he's like, you know what? It's safe to say that this bar owner has doubled their liquor orders from this person, like doubled it. And this was a couple months later. And I still keep in touch with quite a few bar owners, and it's still their popular shot. It's still their most popular shot. I don't know if you.
Okay.
Yep.
And that's because of your
than
cups,
any
right?
other type of shot.
Cool.
I don't know if it's the most popular drink. You know, you got beers and other things, but as far as shots go, this is where it's at. And still to this day, you know, bars have had these for 6-7 months now, and it's still their most popular shot. So you've seen the Lab Bible video. Dude, that thing exploded. That was a fun ride. That was pretty cool. And quite a few. Well, a majority of those
1800 packs from that?
Were from that video. And like I said, the abandoned carts, man. Lab Bible is a UK media company, and so I had traffic from all over the world. I've sold cups to over a dozen countries. In fact, I live in Madison. I'm a student at Madison. People always ask, how many bars in Madison have them? And I respond with, more countries have these cups than bars in Madison. It's pretty cool. So like moving forward, my plans, as much as I like the name Mother of All Bombs, it really needs a new name. I have the new name. So it needs to be rebranded, and I need to develop that brand. I really need a manufacturing facility. I need a marketing team. I need some help with distribution. And with a strong brand, Brian, there's an exit strategy here. If you don't have a strong brand, there's still an exit strategy, but you're just trying to sell IP at that point. And I'm sure you know how that goes, you know? So, all right, dude, this one right here. I'm going to use your dad's line, but wait, there's more. So I've invented 2 other cups that are very similar to this one, but they're different in their own unique way. So if you truly think about it, I've invented a family of shot glasses, and that has never been done before, ever. It's pretty cool. However, I can't show you right now, but the world's not ready for them yet. Everything's protected, but it's just
confidential, right?
So, all right. So that's most of my spiel, but I do want, because I might not ever get this chance again. So if it's not you, Brian, maybe there's an investor out there that likes the product, but I have to sell myself a little bit right now. I don't like talking about myself, but I have to do it. I'm on the stage right now. So here it is. So I'm going to lead in with something that's, it has a negative stigma behind it, but it's actually kind of a superpower, believe it or not. I was actually diagnosed with ADHD about a month ago, and I've been successful. I've been able to like conquer it without even knowing it, just who I am. But there's so many positives with ADHD that people don't know about. Number one is like being creative and inventive. Dude, Brian, I come up with ideas all the time. I have a list of ideas. They just pop in my head. I write them down. Oh, that one's cool. You know, just write it down. This person, it comes with a personality, man. Like, people like me. I'm a good person. My girlfriend tells me I can talk to a brick wall, it's pretty funny. I know, right? This thing called hyperfocus, it's real. I can literally teach myself almost anything. I've mastered the art or the skill of how to learn. I love to learn. It's super cool. And, you know, just hyper focus, man, it's awesome. And then this term resiliency, dude, resiliency. I like I said, it was almost a year ago. I just jumped. I went for it. And I've experienced pretty much every single emotion you can possibly imagine. You know what I'm talking about. Entrepreneurship is not sexy. It's hard work, but it's rewarding. It's fun, man. And what helps is that I have this motor that just never stops. This motor never stops. It's unreal. Sometimes when you're trying to sleep, you know, you just wish you could hit a button and turn your mind off, but sometimes that's not the case. Blessing and a curse sometimes, but like I said, dude, somehow I figured it out. Now, I just want to touch on a couple accomplishments, really brief. So I've always been a good student. I was top 10% in my high school class. I'm a business student at UW-Madison, probably one of the best schools in the country, one of the top schools. I was in the military. I did my 4 years in the Air Force. And so the Air Force, they give out incentive flights. So what they do is they strap you into the back seat of an F-16 and they take you for a ride, I got two of them. I got two. Oh, it was awesome. It was super cool. And then
that sounds fun.
Last but not least, dude, Under Armour is like my dream company. I love Under Armour. I submitted a resume with the thousands of applications they get every year for internships. They offered me an internship for this summer. I should be in Baltimore, Maryland right now working for Under Armour, but I turned it down. I turned it down to work on this, to follow my dreams, dude. That's what it's all about. So I'm done. If you have any questions, dude, fire away.
Yeah, I do. Okay. So talk to me about the B2C side. Because our skill set lies mostly in B2C. So you sold 1,800 packs, which is what, about 24,000 or 27,000 bucks in sales, something like that.
Yep. So
is that all you sold online?
And I taught myself how Facebook ads work. I know how ClickFunnels works. The thing is, it's one thing to know how it works and a totally separate thing to be good at it. So, dude, I could throw marketing dollars at stuff, but I'm going to drain my capital almost immediately if it doesn't work, and then I'm stuck. Yeah, I've done some.
So have you done any paid advertising yet? And walk me through just those small amounts.
I've spent about 1,000 or 1,500 on Facebook ads, and I'm just directing them to my website. I haven't set up any ClickFunnel or anything like that, which I know that's, there's strategies behind online marketing, but what I've noticed is that people engage. When I send out ads, people tag their friends. They talk about it. Some of them lead to orders. I can't say, I don't know what the customer acquisition cost is right now. It's not very good, but people talk about it. And I haven't implemented like a retargeting strategy so that they see it and then they keep seeing it. Dude, it's a whole world, man. And like I said, I need a marketing team. I need people that are good at that. That's what I need.
How'd you get the Lad Bible?
So me and my friends made that
random,
video,
or did you
try
to do that?
I put it on my website. I put it on YouTube. 5 days, dude. 5 days later, Lad Bible reached out to me and they're like, "Hey, we love this. Like, we want to post it." So I'm like, "Sweet, go ahead." Boom. They found me. They're like, "Hey, we want to post it," and that was it. Honestly, I didn't even know who Lad Bible was before that. I've heard of them, but I forgot. So they reached out to me. It's been shared on a couple other pages as well. Lad Bible was by far the biggest. And dude, I had so much going on, customer service. I filled every order, by the way. I filled all of them. I had my supply chain all set up and ready to go. So I filled every order from that. But through the emails and everything, I was contacted by stores. Like Hy-Vee reached out to me. That was lost in my inbox. There's just so much going on, and it's just me. The thing is, the price point, the prices right now, it just doesn't work right now for distribution. So it goes back to having to manufacture these in-house or even just scale up manufacturing to get the prices to work out, because there's markups and everything like that. It just doesn't work right now, but it can work.
Of course.
I have the path. I know what the road is.
Right. So,
I just need to get there.
Gotcha. Listen, and I'm just kind of talking general. We look at a lot of products. We see a lot of things every single day. We test a lot of stuff. the product world's not easy. We always focus on direct to consumer first, and then trying to expand B2B side. I mean, obviously every product's different. That's just more of kind of our skill set. I want to talk about two different scenarios that have kind of two different perspectives. We had this one product, I'm not going to mention the name, probably, I want to say 3 years ago. Very cool product, unique, nothing out there like it. Got picked up on Lad Bible, on BuzzFeed, on Bro This, whatever, all these sites like that, right? 100 million plus views of our video, no conversion. We sold like $20,000 in product, right? We're like, okay, like we weren't really set up, we weren't really expecting it. Our website wasn't really optimized for sales. It came from an inventor, and the website wasn't optimized, blah blah blah. Pricing wasn't right, whatever. So we got everything perfect. We got everything there, and literally we're still getting views of this video to date. But we got the pricing right, we got the website right, we shot an infomercial, we put it on live shopping channel, we got it into Walmart, into Target, thinking that man, we got 100+ million views of this video, people love this product. We just weren't ready for it when it hit the big screen, right? Huge failure. That product has not worked, not sold, lost a bunch of money on that. We don't know why, honestly. We didn't know why it happened, but just things don't work always. People liked the product, they thought it was cool, but they just didn't buy it for some reason. So I just want to say that as a precaution to, one, just because you're getting great views and great traction, doesn't mean it's going to convert. Secondly, we worked on a product probably 2 years ago that was a shot glass product. And it was a little bit different, not a bomb, but it was a shot glass chaser, kind of like you're saying. Very cool product, patented, engineered, great. We actually, on the front end, we're selling it well. Our cost per acquisition was low, not low enough quite, but ultimately it didn't really work out because we couldn't scale it. We couldn't get the numbers down. We couldn't get our average order value up. So we didn't move forward too deep on that. So I just want to say those two things because, not exactly your situation, but we have a little bit of history in both gaining huge virality as well as in the kind of shot, world a little bit. Having said all that, we do not get emotional about any product we ever work on. We've worked on hundreds, if not thousands of products. You never know. You never know what's going to happen. It's all about, in our world, can you make the numbers work? Does the marketing work? Because if the marketing works, we never really want to hit distribution in a big way until we know we could support it through marketing. Because getting into all these retailers are great, but what happens if it doesn't sell? Who takes the risk on that? We do, or the company does. If it doesn't sell, you get the product back, and that could put a company out of business very, very quickly. One day you think you're doing amazing and you're counting your money. Next day you're out of business because you get all the product back. So you have to be able to support any distribution with marketing, right? And I'm talking the B2C side, right? I'm not talking going to the Red Bulls and going to the Jägermeisters and liquor brands and all that stuff. That's different. And I really can't speak too intelligently about that. We are involved in a liquor brand right now, which is actually pretty amazing. And we can make some potential connections there. But I'm talking kind of straight B2B product marketing and distribution. So having kind of stepping back, like I said, we don't get emotional about any product. We can't. We work on too many products. The numbers speak, right? So for us, it's all about what are our numbers? How much are we paying to acquire a customer, and what is that customer worth to us, right? I think the good thing is you also have kind of a continuity item. When we sell a fitness product or a kitchen gadget or whatever it may be, they buy that once. So we need to get that average order as high as we possibly can on the very, very front end. Now, when you're talking skincare or beauty or, or what you have a consumable, you get a customer, they may buy 3, 4, 5, 100 times for all we know, right? So that's you have to factor that in. But for us, it comes down to what can you acquire a customer for, and what is
Yep.
that customer worth to you, and then how do you scale it, right? Because the front end marketing is a little bit different than the mass marketing, because sometimes it gets a little bit more difficult as you try to scale and scale and scale, and media inventory becomes a little bit more challenging when you're trying to do huge numbers. So that's really what I want to understand as much as possible, is to be able to look into what those numbers are. Because listen, in the front end, when you're talking 1,000 units, the numbers don't need to be good. They just need to show potential, right? Our feeling is, if our cost per order is right, we could always make the average order value higher. We could always get it better. We could always add,
I lost you.
we could always add upsells and add different offers on the back end to make it work. But if your cost per order is just crappy right away, what can you do? You can make your advertising better, you can make your website better, your conversion better, all that. But you find yourself in a little bit more challenging area. So do you have any numbers to speak about on advertising? I know you said you spent $1,000, $1,500. I mean, what was your cost per acquisition there? How did those numbers go? Your conversion rate. I know you said your website may not be optimized like you wanted to, but can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, for sure. So when I linked up, the Facebook pixels and Facebook analytics and stuff, the customer acquisition cost was about like $2 to $2.50 in that ballpark. I don't
to get a customer.
So, but that was the average, and now those orders, that was the average acquisition cost. But some of those orders were just a single pack, and some of them were a case. So if you're just trying to talk B2C, I haven't analyzed those numbers. But just overall, it's been about $2 to $2.50 per customer acquisition.
Now, does that include the huge virality that you got, or is that tracked directly to your ad spend?
That's just from the ad spend.
Because I mean, you're talking a $2 to $3 customer acquisition cost. I mean, that's one of the most amazing customer acquisition costs I've ever heard. I mean, if we could get $20 customer acquisition costs, we're happy.
I know. I was trying to get it better, dude.
Hey, not much better you could get than that.
So like I said, I don't know online marketing. I know how it works, but I'm just not good at it. That, like I said, a majority of the orders, honestly, the customer acquisition cost was $0.
Right.
And then
that's because of the virality, right? Yep.
And so, like I said, the abandoned carts, I know you're always going to have them. I'm not trying to say, but like, that's a pretty good number right there. And that was just one video. That was one platform, and so, dude, when it comes to online advertising, it's just that's not my strength. And if I were to like play around with it, I could drain my funds and then really get stuck. So
yeah, no, but it sounds like it's paid out so far. So all right. So this kind of gets me into like, so you need strategic partner, you need capital. What else do you need?
I need a team, dude. I need help.
Okay.
I just need people.
Is it just you? Is it just you right now,
dude? You're looking at MOAB Cups right here. I have a strong.
Hey.
I know I have a strong support system, but I have not found somebody that is willing to like roll up the sleeves and like get their hands dirty. How
much inventory do you have?
I have about 65,000 cups right now. Just over 3,000 packages.
Okay.
Honestly, the last month and a half, 2 months, I've been focusing my efforts on trying to find some help. I'm trying to find smart money. That's really what it comes down to, trying to find smart money. And like, dude, this pitch platform, I found it about 2 weeks ago, and we're already talking. So like, it's super cool. I love the concept, but
now, are you open to different kind of deal structures and how to work together? Okay.
Hey, being a solopreneur, dude, flexibility is my middle name, dude. So
that's good. Good.
And when you mention never getting attached to products, I totally understand that. And I understand that this could fail. The thing is, the reason I did this is because I have all these ideas, and I just went for it. I tried to figure out how it all works. So if it's not this one, dude, I'm just gonna start doing some research on these other ideas that I have, and then just hopefully something sticks, you know?
Yeah. Okay. Let me think any other questions I may have. I mean, listen, I like it. I like what you have. It's cool. I can see why people like it. College scene I think would be great. This would have been cool. I went to Penn State, so this would have been great back then. So trying to think questions. Listen, I don't have any questions. I mean, on our side, a lot of things we could do. Ultimately, what we would want to do first is to test it online and see what type of numbers we could get. I'd like to see kind of all the videos that you have, all the assets, because video is key, as we all know.
Yep.
We shoot a lot of video for everything that we do. Love to show it to our team. We've got a great retail team also. Get some kind of initial feedback there. Let's try to do something. I like it. I really like it. I mean, every other week we get together as a group to go over all new products that we get presented, specifically products. Let us kind of discuss this, with all of our team and our side. But I like it. I like what you have here, and it's a good story. And if your numbers hold up true, you could make some good customer acquisition there. So I like that aspect. Any questions for me at all?
Dude, we covered a lot. So
yeah.
Honestly, the next question is really like, what's the next phase? You
sure.
just explained it. So
do you have my email address?
I don't think so, actually.
Okay, it's right here. Take my email address down. It's Brian, BRIAN, at kevinharrington.tv. And this is what I'm going to ask you to do, to make it kind of easy for me, is in one email, can you send me links to any videos you have, send me links to the Lad Bible and any other press that you may have gotten on that, send me a link to your website, and maybe just a little summary of your direct to consumer, your B2C numbers, if you can. And then we'll circle around within our team. We will discuss everything and then discuss how we could move forward, because really, like, we want to test it, right? We want to test it B2C, see what the numbers are, and then from there it'll tell us what we could do.
For sure. So by the way, like, these cups, like I said, well over a dozen countries. I lost count after 100 bars that have them.
Okay.
That's
cool.
And the thing is, the bars that I talk to, because these are on the expensive side right now. They actually, the bar owners and bartenders, like, they have them on lock and key because people always try to steal them.
Yeah.
All the time.
That's funny. Yeah.
For sure.
Cool. All right, cool. So you'll do all that. Anything else? Any other questions or anything?
I always have questions, but we can wrap this up. And if I have questions,
okay,
I'll send them in an email. How's that sound?
Cool. Awesome, Jared. Really appreciate it. Want to thank everyone out there for joining us today here on Pitch Investors Live. Everyone, please share this. Jared, share it to your community. We'll share it as well. Everyone, please download this app so you can watch these fun pitches. You can see guys like Jared,
hey,
great innovators.
Brian, my name's Jordon. My name is Jordan.
Jordan.
Yeah, like Michael
Oh my
Jordan,
God,
man.
I'm so sorry.
Hey, it's all good.
Why do I keep saying Jared? I have Jared written down here. I'm so sorry.
Dude, people call me Jason a lot too. I don't know. It's weird.
Really? You know what? I may have. It's funny because I have a friend named Jared that I'm catching up with this weekend. So that I may have just missed that up in my mind. So sorry.
Hey, it's all good, man. No offense taken. It's all good.
I may have said Jordan earlier. I don't remember, but okay. Sorry about that.
It's all good.
Everyone,
it's all good.
This is Jordan, mother of all bombs. I absolutely love it. Very cool. Really appreciate you pitching us. Pitch Investors Live. Hope you guys all like, comment, share, get this in front of everyone. And everyone, until next time, Jordan, really appreciate it. Until next time, we'll see you guys. And thanks for watching us on Pitch Investors Live.
Let's make it happen, dude.
All right. Thanks, man.
All right, bye.